everyone, it's Naomi Shops here, and it's my weekly weigh-in. I'm officially past 1 month, so I am currently 35 days on the Dukan diet, and I made it through Thanksgiving, which is like huge. I don't know about you guys, but most of my weight gain comes around Thanksgiving through like New Year's. All of that time, I'm just like loading on the pounds because you're going to so many different dinners and you're having family over and you're doing all these things. So the fact that I was able to cross one of those bad eating meals out, I feel like no matter what happens at the end of this whole thing, I'm coming out ahead simply because I'm not putting on that weight. Because I probably easily put on, during this time, 5 pounds, probably from the Thanksgiving week, just because, you're eating so much stuff. So the fact that I stayed on my diet is like huge for me. Like, I feel like this is the beginning of the end for me as far as, having to lose this weight over and over again. Let's hope. So Thanksgiving, I did not go down to the family's house, which was a little bit sad. I kind of wish that I would have gone and maybe, I don't know, found something that I could possibly eat, but honestly, there's always lots of drinking and stuff like that, and you can't drink on the Dukan diet until you get to the consolidation phase, so I really just didn't want to partake. I just didn't think I would have that much fun knowing that I couldn't really have any good food, I couldn't have any drinks, I couldn't really do any of the fun stuff that they're all going to do, and yeah, I should have probably sucked it up because you only get one life with your family, but I don't know, I'll probably regret it later, but at the same point, I was able to stay on point. And I went back and looked at my other videos, and I don't know if I had mentioned it before, but I went back to when I was doing Nutrisystem, and I was following it like perfectly up until I went on vacation to Cabo San Lucas for my birthday. And then when I got back, I never really got back on track. So and that's kind of the way I felt, where if I went down there, I was going to maybe cheat a little bit. And then if I cheat a little bit, then I just know me. And I know that I will never get back on course. So for me personally, I guess I'll be going down there in a couple weeks, so it'll be fine. It's not that big of an issue. We see each other all the time. So it's not like these are people that I never see. We see them all the time. So it will be fine. But it was a little sad because, I didn't get to spend it with my husband and my son, and that makes me a little sad. But Saturday, we did our own little turkey here, which you can have turkey on the Dukan diet. And so we did our own turkey dinner here, but we made it Dukan friendly, so it was a veggie day for me, so I put my veggies with it, and I didn't load it with all the butter and stuff that we normally do, which I think my husband and son were a little sad about that, but I was happy because at least I got to have it, and they just had to put a little extra dressing on their food to kind of get the flavor that they were looking for, but I didn't want to stuff it with all the butter and everything, and they still enjoyed it. It just was definitely a lot more healthy than what we normally do at our house. So that was nice. So we got to do our own little Thanksgiving on Saturday, so it wasn't like I didn't get to do anything with my husband and my son, so that was good. And then Friday they went to Magic Mountain because my mother-in-law lives in Valencia, so they go to Magic Mountain all the time. They're season pass holders, so, and I don't really do those type of roller coasters, so they did that on Friday, and then I took advantage of a lot of Black Friday deals, which I can't talk about because I know sometimes my son will peek and see what I'm posting on my videos, so I'm not going to say anything on here, but I got some really good deals and I'm excited for everyone. The one thing that I got though, I actually got it Wednesday before the Thanksgiving, and I didn't know this, but maybe it was a mess up or something like that. I went to Walmart because I wanted to get a couple of wreaths for the house that I could decorate with like dollar store items, which I plan to do a video on that for you guys. I went there and I was going with the intention actually of going and getting an air fryer. And so I went there, and it was on sale from $159 to $79 is what I saw online. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to wait for it to come in the mail, even though I could probably get it on Amazon same day. I wanted to get it locally, that way if it wasn't good or whatever, I could return it back easy, because I don't ship things back. So I went in there, and I didn't scan it or anything, and I took it up to the front, and she rang up everything, and then she got to the air fryer, and it was $10. So regularly $159.99 down to $10. I guess it was a Black Friday deal, and they had started putting some of their Black Friday deals in Wednesday. So hooray for me. I got an air fryer that was $160 down to $10, and it works fantastic. So I've been cooking all these different things in the air fryer, and let me tell you, it's like life changing for me as far as just the different flavors that I can get and the taste and the different ways I can play with food, because like I started making like butternut squash, and I cut it up like French fries, and then I spray a little Pam on it, and then salt and pepper, and then I throw it in the air fryer, and it tastes a lot like French fries. Not exactly like French fries, but I'll tell you, it was a lot closer than the cauliflower will ever be to pizza, but it was actually very, very close to French fries. And if I probably made like a little sauce with it, it'd be exactly like sweet potato fries, which you can't have sweet potato on the Dukan diet, just FYI, because I thought you could, because I saw pumpkin and things like that, but no, sweet potatoes are not on the menu. So I made that, and then I used the oat bran, and I kind of grinded it up like a flour, and then I made zucchini fries with it. I made hot wings. Just pulled the skin off the drums, because you can't have the wing portion, but you can have the drums of the hot wings. So I kept the wings for my husband, and then I did the drums, and I just pulled the skin off, which most of it's already almost gone anyway. And then I got red hot sauce. It's the buffalo sauce, and I just threw it in a bag and shook it up, and then put it in there for 22 minutes, done, and ate it. I did salmon in it with green beans. I cooked it all in the air fryer. Like, this thing is amazing. I love this thing. Best $10 I ever spent in my life. And like I said, I was planning on spending $79, but I definitely got my $10, because I have been known to buy appliances only to have them sit in my cabinet and never to be used but once, because they're such a pain in the butt to clean. But it's easy to clean, it's easy to cook with, and it's easy to prepare meals with, because it's you don't have to use oil, you don't have to use any of that stuff. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing this whole week, is I've been using this air fryer, well, not this whole week, since Wednesday, and I love it so much. I'm like, it opened up my diet again, because I was like, oh. And then I found out, you can have sugar-free items, and Baskin-Robbins makes a sugar-free, non-fat ice cream. And let me tell you, I was freaking out when I was eating it, because I thought, I'm going to gain weight from this, because it doesn't taste like it's sugar-free, and it doesn't taste like it's non-fat. And so I was like worried the whole time I was eating it. So I only got one scoop, but I didn't even eat all of it, because it was so sweet, and it was called like something truffle something. So if you're diabetic, it's perfect for that too, because it's diabetic friendly. And they actually have 3 different flavors there that were diabetic friendly. I couldn't have the pineapple coconut one, because that's got fruit in it, but I could have this one. And that one is no sugar added. This one's no sugar. I think it has like 2 grams of sugar because of the milk. And there is some natural sugars in milk, but you're allowed to have milk. So it tasted so good, and like I said, I only ate half of it, because it was, first of all, it was so sweet, but also because I swore up and down I was going to gain 20 pounds when I got on the scale the next day, but I didn't. And I double checked, and I looked at it again online to make sure, and it was good. So Blue Bunny actually makes some non-fat, no sugar added ice creams too. So like, these are things that you can add to your diet on the Dukan diet that are completely okay, and you'll still lose weight. And as long as you stay under, I believe you can have 2 ounces, 2 or 1 ounce. I always stay under 1 ounce of milk products, so cheese, whatever you want as it. So I use that to my advantage all the time, and I've still been losing. So right now I'm at 13 pounds lost in 35 days. That's not bad. I'm pretty happy about that. And I just had a veggie day. So veggie day I usually gain some weight. So I'm probably down even more than 13. I'm probably 14, possibly 15, because I go up and down. And I really only try to weigh myself once a week. They say weigh yourself daily, but I just don't find it to be healthy for myself. So I only do it once a week because I fluctuate so much anyway, and it'll freak me out, and then that's when I give up on things. So, but going strong, and I'm super happy. Oh, also, sugar-free cheesecake you can get through Jell-O, and it is amazing. And they make sugar-free Cool Whip that's non-fat, sugar-free, and I made that for Thanksgiving, and I mixed a little bit of pumpkin in it, and it was amazing. So just if you're looking for desserts and you're doing this Dukan diet, there's really a lot. I tried making cloud bread, and I failed at that. You have to turn it into like kind of like a meringue. Like you have to really foam up the egg to get the cloud bread, and I couldn't get it to foam. I'm not good with foaming the eggs. So if you have any pointers on how to get those eggs to foam up really nice, I would love to hear it, because I couldn't get them to rise. So it ended up just being runny. It tasted good, but I just couldn't get it to like look as pretty as Pinterest had it. So I'm still working on that. So I'd love any pointers on how to get that its egg whites to rise, because I couldn't get them to really, like, they're supposed to be able to sit like where you tip the bowl upside down and they don't fall out. Mine were runny and would fall all over the place. So I would love to know some pointers if you have any on that. But diet's going well, going strong. I'm hoping I can stick with it. My husband told everyone down south that I was on this diet, so now I feel like there's a little bit of stress to keep with it, because, if it's just you and your immediate family that know, then it's one thing, but when everybody knows, you feel like, okay, I better stick with this. I didn't go down for Thanksgiving, so I better be skinny the next time they see him. You know what I mean? Like, otherwise you're a big fat liar. A literal big fat liar. So anyway, so everything's going great. I hope everyone's doing well. And until next time, bye guys.